Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Generation Next proudly brings. You know what? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. What's going on, people? Man, the Originators coming to you on a Monday afternoon. Shout out, all. I am your host, K Styles, aka the Sixth Man, and to my stage right over here we have the Senator, Mad Mike Sports, aka the Mad Scientist, and down below us we have the Summer Hill Nightmare, the icon. The God's favor is in the building, y'all.
What's good? It's showtime, folks. Let's get it.
Hey man, shoot. Hey, you already know it is Monday, so you know it's first week. People probably in traffic right now, so you know. Hey, look, we definitely appreciate everybody that's tuning in right now. As you already know, the Originators, the six-man combo, are exclusively 6 p.m. shows. So, like I said, we got to keep reiterating to some folks about this, but hey, we appreciate those that's tuning in right now. Um, we ain't got that. We ain't got that many people in here. Like I said, Sherman Wood, USK Knight, Xavier Littman, Keyshawn Black. Appreciate you. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Mike, Don, how we doing this evening?
Man, I want to bring up somebody who I had an argument with today.
Oh my god.
The franchise Big Ant. This man literally said that on social media, on Al Gore's internet, that this man do not drink sweet tea. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You supposed to be from the damn South, but you don't drink sweet tea. So I with him, I had to mute him for a couple of days. So I'm just for 2 days.
Not mute him for a couple of days.
But I don't understand how the hell you don't drink sweet tea. Like it's really, sodas is not really good for you. Lemonade is good. Water, water's great. You can't beat water, but a nice glass of ice sweet tea. And I'm talking about sweet, not McDonald's sweet. We ain't talking about diabetes sweet. We talking about just the right amount of sweetness to it on a hot day like this. And then you can also, modify and add a little shot to it. Come on, man. Like,
it would take Don to come up with an eternal beef over some goddamn. Well, this ain't food, but this is drink. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
I can't blame him though. Like something wrong with
Yeah,
you
I
don't
think.
like tea, like sweet tea.
I mean, like you said, for some folks, it just depends. Like Don said, it just depends on how sweet the tea is. You know, some folks don't want diabetes now.
now
Mhm.
Lipton and Nets tea and brisk, those nasty. Those teas are nasty. I'm talking about like you brewed it yourself, or you go into a restaurant, they got the tea urns over there. Just pour you a glass. Gold Peak is like probably Gold Peak and Milo's like the only teas I drink that's not brewed. Oh, I ain't John St. Clair.
Nah,
I don't really eat Bojangles like that. So I ain't never tried to eat tea like that. But I may end up trying it. Probably I'll try it tomorrow.
hey, yeah, I forgot who the you talk about like honey baked ham tea. Yeah, that shit be so goddamn sweet. Boy, I have to change religions. Boy, that thing is sweet. It's not only good sweet neither.
Honey baked. Oh, you talking about the tea from the honey baked ham stove?
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure they put
Have
the
I?
same. They put the same sugars and syrup in the tea that they do the hams. And them hands, don't get me
That's what
talking
I'm
about honey baked ham. Them hands be so old and dried out and stuff.
saying. All right,
You
all
about to
right,
have this
man.
man go on a whole rampage of food and tea.
This boy about to go on a whole rant about tea. But let's go ahead and get right into. We can get back to this tea conversation later. That's hilarious. But yes, as y'all see tonight, well, this evening show, the title of the show is Tom Brady, GOAT or False God. Now, Mike, I want you to go ahead to explain to the people why this is a topic of discussion for tonight.
Well, I actually made a poll, and I'm pulling up the poll as I speak right now. And we had actually had a conversation on the Regulators podcast on Sunday, and it was a rather interesting conversation. And we got in to talk about quarterbacks and whether or not these quarterbacks are or have been um, have these guys really been the reason for teams winning Super Bowls? And the post goes as described: one drive, you need a touchdown to win the game. Who do you take? We had Matt Ryan, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady. And Tom Brady overwhelmingly won this particular poll with 54%. Peyton Manning 9%. It's just a
That's crazy.
travesty. That's just a travesty. And then you got Joe Montana, who was behind Matt Ryan at 17%, and then Matt Ryan with 19%. And it's just I'm the biggest Matt Ryan. I'm probably one of the biggest. I think AFN, Holy Alliance, we're we've been accused of being um Ryanites. And as I'm saying Ryanite, we actually have a group of guys that I love dearly. I love them dearly, but I ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing on them. Y'all know who y'all are. Okay? Y'all know exactly who you are. I love y'all to death, but yeah, they look. But is I love Matt Ryan, but to have him above Joe Montana and Peyton Manning, it's just absolutely insane. I just you can't have um a conversation about clutch genes without Mr. Clutch. There's never been a guy in playoff history that's been more clutch than Joe Montana. It just happened. And to have him literally what in third place, it just shows you that a lot of people don't um do their research. Um so this particular conversation, and why we brought up Tom Brady, and I literally just got finished with some research, and it's a lot worse than I originally thought. I knew that he played bad and okay in a lot of his game, but Jesus Christ, um, Mr. Brady did not play as well as people think he is. He gets a lot of credit for things that he did not do himself, um, and it just goes to show you a lot of people um, just put the emphasis on quarterback play and it being the reason why they win and lose a lot of games. Um, yeah, we don't put enough emphasis on team ball than anything. So this is why we having this conversation about Mr. Tom Brady because of his playoff performances, in what his team does versus what he does in games.
Hmm. What you got? What's your take on that one? Juan? Since the supervillain just joined us, give us your take on that. What you think about what Mike just said?
Ah, he's right. We all know it. How many times has the defense and Gronk in particular bailed Brady out? Now, if you pay attention to them games, a lot of it was dinking and dunking. You didn't see any real serious deep balls into the end zone. There wasn't a whole bunch of spectacular trick plays. It was a lot of the team compensating for the fact that, he made a lot of mistakes. A lot. But because of the wins, everybody seems to just skirt over it like it ain't no big deal. And I guess they look at us being as, Falcons fans, well, oh, y'all only saying that because y'all lost the Super Bowl. No, if you look at the Super Bowl, it was the same thing. It was the same thing. The person that was putting up them throws, the person that was doing it was Matt Ryan. And had we won, it'd have been a whole different conversation about that. And I've even mentioned that. Y'all can go ahead and look at the transition from the Patriots to Tampa Bay. The only reason why Brady picked Tampa Bay at the time is because Tampa Bay's defense was decent. And who did he bring with him? I'll wait. And I've even told y'all that on these shows. I said if not for Gronk, he wouldn't have that last ring. He would not. He wouldn't. And just like with Joe Montana, Joe didn't care what situation it was. Joe didn't care what situation it was. If Joe could get the ball out to his players, he did it. I done seen Joe throw 40, 50, 60-yard bombs to the end zone. Naturally. When he had now never mind. Now mind you, this is the era where you could get your block knocked off as a quarterback. Not now. Joe didn't have no rule made up saying, oh well, you can't touch him. Somebody hit Joe in the leg. Oh no, we gotta change it. We can't have Joe. Poor Joe can't get hit. No, no. Mm-mm. So, like Mike said, we're gonna debunk this. But go ahead, K Style.
Well, it's a very interesting topic to talk about it because, as we already know, goats are always kind of subjective based on who likes who,
Mm-hmm.
and I always kind of find it interesting that when it comes to the typical guys, well, the guys that are not popular in the league, it always comes down to the same case of, well, they're not that good because they got to have the perfect situation, or how they say, the perfect storm. Tom Brady is the epitome of the perfect storm. And why do I say that? Is you got to ask yourself the question. And I want y'all to go ahead. I want y'all to look up Lawrence Taylor's interview. And actually, it's quite a few NFL players that spoke on this as far as, are we looking at a GOAT, or are we looking at somebody that benefited from rule changes that went to his favor?
I want to add to what Warren said earlier about him going to Tampa Bay, and this right here, and everybody know who I am, and even in Michigan, he's not one of the best Michigan quarterbacks they ever put on the Maize and Blue. And that I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not gonna go back and forth with nobody about that. Go look at the stats yourself. But when he went to Tampa Bay, before he decided to go to Tampa Bay, there was other teams that needed quarterbacks, like the Jacksonville Jaguars, like the Carolina Panthers, because it was like the end of the 2019 season, 2020. He could have went to several teams. He chose Tampa Bay for a reason. Why did he choose Tampa Bay? Everybody knows. They had a top 5 defense. All they needed was a few pieces on the offense. Yeah, he brought in Grunt. Yeah, they got Leonard Fournette. It was a Super Bowl team from the back. Just saying. If you a GOAT, it doesn't matter the environment. You're gonna go wherever you can to win. This dude legit went to a team that was already on the rise of winning a championship. All they needed was a quarterback. That's it. If Jameis Winston didn't throw 30 picks in 2019, he probably would have still had a job. And the Buccaneers, could have been a playoff team that year. And we would have been talking about Tampa Bay being a 2-time Super Bowl team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like going on what Mike was saying about Joe Montana, and give you the numbers on why Mike say that is before Jerry Rice got to San Francisco, he was a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback with a 7-1 record in the playoffs.
7-1. Let that sink in. Because going to the playoffs back then was even harder than it is now.
So, but that's what we talk about. Like when he talking about that poll like that, like you said, it's going to be recency bias just for the simple fact that the majority of people may not have seen Joe Montana in his prime. Most of the average football fan may have seen Joe Montana right around his last years with Kansas City.
Man, this dude was damn near impeccable in the Super Bowl. I'm looking at the Super Bowl numbers, where it's crazy. This dude didn't make mistakes in the Super Bowl. He really very seldom made mistakes in the Super Bowl. It's like these are the things that's like when you look at Tom Brady and look at his numbers versus how. So, for example, all right. So I'm gonna just go through a few of his numbers in the playoffs. All right. So this is one of his better games: 32 of 52, 310, no touchdown, 1 interception. You have another game where obviously he got his start: 12 of 18, 115. No touchdowns, no touchdown. I mean, I think we all know what game that was. Well, you had that. This is another game against the Super Bowl against the the Rams. It was 16 to 27, 145, 1 touchdown. Sacked 1 time. Another game where he was 18 of 38. 18 to 38 now. 287 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks. Then you have another game where he was 32 of 42. That was one of his better games against the Pittsburgh Steelers. These are playoff touchdown, sacked 2 times, so it was a pretty good game from there. And then you have another game. I think we all know this game: 43 of 62, 466, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And like I said, and let's just be honest, like those aren't those. If you look at just the playoff games, man, he's been mid, with the exception of maybe 2 to 3 games. And I'm talking about its entirety of the playoffs. And that's just some of the work that I've looked up right now. I can keep going on and on. He's been extremely mid in playoff games.
I'm gonna tell you about the Super
championship.
I'm gonna tell you about the Super Bowls. The first Super Bowl, saved by Adam Vinatieri.
Mm-hmm.
Second Super Bowl against Carolina, same thing, saved by Adam Vinatieri. Third Super Bowl, it was a blank not Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. They was on the verge of scoring, and
Mm-hmm.
then there was a penalty that pretty much knocked them out, and they gave the
Mm.
ball back to New England. And they scored a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
That's right.
Saved by Adam
then you
Vinatieri.
win, yeah,
Sam.
then win another Super Bowl for another 10 years until 2014.
14. Yep.
And yeah, 2014, and instead of Pete Carroll running the ball, he wanted to throw the ball, and it got picked off by Malcolm Butler. Second
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl, the next Super Bowl you won in overtime. And then the last Super Bowl you won in New England was against the Rams, who didn't have Todd Gurley, I believe. But at the end of the day, it was a defensive game. And then you went to you went to Tampa Bay
Tampa.
and had one of your best Super Bowls in your career because they had a dominant defense and a good offensive line and a run game.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, in that game, if your offense, you really didn't do much in there. Like I said, if it wasn't for Gronk going deep all the time and getting them yards after catch, bro, y'all don't win. I really don't win. He was your blanket when they was teeing off on Brady. That was his security blanket when they started coming back.
A lot of time they ran the ball. They ran the ball well too in most of his wins. So it's like when you look at it, it's like these guys weren't as like Tom Brady. He was carried by a team. This is why we say the importance of actually winning game has everything to do with the running game, the offensive line, having a quarterback that gets having a defense that get after the quarterback and sack the quarterback. Like these things matter in the course of the games. Like this is a game against the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, so this is how this is they shouldn't have lost that game. The Eagles shouldn't have lost that game. Look at these numbers when you talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, so I'm gonna just look at the rushing yards for the Patriots. Corey Dillon, 18 carries, 75 yards. Kevin Fall, 38. So that's about 300 and almost 110 yards rushing right there. And then you have Donovan McNabb and this offense. They were 30 of 51, 3 touchdowns. This is the kicker now. This is why they lost the game. This is exactly why we lost the game. That's why they lost the game is he had 3 interceptions and sacked 4 times in a game. Okay, 4 times in a game. Westbrook fumbled the ball 1 time. So right there, right off the bat, that's 4 or 5 turnovers right there. Just to how the defense got. That's 4 possessions. If they don't turn the ball over, this game ain't even close. This game is not even close. It was a 24 loss by the Eagles because they turned the ball over. Not because Tom Brady was, super electric. He was great. They turned the ball over. And this is why we always say it's like guys get the benefit, guys get they get this they get the moniker or they get the praise for being goats and he's the greatest quarterback of all time. But like if these guys on the defense, like a Willie McGinnis, Mike Vrabel, all those guys don't get after the quarterback, the Richard Seymours, all them guys, are we really talking about whether or not Tom Brady Tom Brady is Captain Comeback? How you come back if you got a lead? I'm just trying to tell you, how you Captain Comeback and you got the lead. This is why guys like Matt Ryan and Peyton Manning, for me, these guys are the greats because these guys are like Joe Montana, another guy, didn't make mistakes, and then when he had mistakes earlier, which for the most part, if you look at Joe Montana's records, if you don't get him early in the playoffs, you're not gonna get him once he hold him up. If once he get warm, once he gets going, you're not gonna get Joe. So this is why they call him Broadway Joe, the comeback, whatever you want to call him. But this is why he got there. Is because when you needed him most, he got it done. And the reason why Tom Brady has opportunity after opportunity after opportunity is because the defense is like this man defense is always and this is one I always say he's the most overrated quarterback in NFL history, but he's also the luckiest quarterback in NFL history. Not to say that Tom Brady he sucks. Nobody said he sucks, but he's one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the history of the game. It's because he's had what no quarterback has ever had. No quarterback has had defenses every single year when they ranked top 10. This dude has literally had what 15 top 10 defenses in his entire career. 15
16.
top 10, 16. He had
16.
16 top 10 defense, and no quarterback in football history has had that.
Had that. Nope. Not even
No,
Bill
nobody.
Belichick. Not Troy Aikman. Not even not even the Iron Curtain of
Ben Roethlisberger with Pittsburgh. No quarterback has ever had that. This guy's the luckiest quarterback in the history of the game. But he gets all
Terry
the praise and Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw, he had some.
It was 1 year that last Super Bowl they won against the Rams. Their defense, I think, was outside.
They needed him to step up, and that's how he got direct, and he stepped up. So that's how he got, ultimately into the Hall of Fame, is because when they needed him to step up, he stepped up and did his thing.
I don't understand why the Hall of Fame don't have Willie McGinnis, Teddy Bruschi, and Mike Vrabel in the damn.
I don't get it's disrespectful.
That was the
to be
best linebacker core ever to be assembled.
Because it's all about who they like at the time. Well, what do we say? A lot of times these players, if you're not a receiver, a running back, a quarterback, or some serious defensive person, they overlook the trenches a lot of times. It's usually one or two players that stand out if they in the trenches. They overlook the trenches. Mm-hmm. They do.
Do everybody remember this quarterback called Fran Tarkenton?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If only Minnesota had a good defense. They had a good D line. They were called the perfect people eaters, but still, they needed help in that secondary.
But let's be real. If we went based on wins, do you know what kind of career Jim Kelly would have had winning 4 Super Bowls back to back in that era? Do you know what kind of career he would have had?
I know one thing: Cowboys they would have only had what 3 or 2 rings instead of 5. He would have took 2 of those away. He would have took 2 of those away.
Yeah,
they a lot of times see the Cowboys could never develop their own talent until they got Jimmy Johnson. All they did was buy everything. Mm-hmm. They didn't develop a lot of their talent. So it's like
Walker.
Mm-hmm. So like, you seeing that now. They never learned how to build a team until Jimmy Johnson got there. And then, they thought Jerry Jones thought he was the reason why they was good. And they got rid of Jimmy, and they never been back to a Super Bowl. They never been back since. So, like I said, end of the day, man, it's like you gotta look at the subtle nuances of building a team, which is development. If you don't build the trenches, offensive line, defensive line, run the game, have a good secondary, it's like you never truly win championships that way.
Mm-hmm. That shit is insane, bro. Like you say, your boy Adam Vinatieri ain't even in the Hall of Fame.
No,
Right,
a
right,
lot of
right,
those
right.
guys, a lot of guys are not in the Hall of Fame.
How you don't put the person in the Hall of Fame that helped you win the Super Bowl? That's my thing. Ha.
Vinatieri was one of the like. Not only was he great for the Patriots, but he was great for the Colts too. It's
Yeah,
like
him and the guy from Sebastian Janikowski, and then I say Martin Gramatica. Back in the day, them three kickers, shoot, and Elam, Jason Elam is another one too.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, but well, the reason why I'm saying this is because this is essentially what most fans want to see from their team is the consistency of having the right players around them. See, it's very interesting that we criticize a lot of these other quote unquote quarterbacks that's played in this league, saying stuff like, well, they're only going to be successful if you have X amount of pieces or such and such pieces around them. But when it came to Tom Brady, who was the epitome of that, the criticisms isn't there. Now, the main consensus is going to be, well, he has 6 rings. Like you said, that it is what it is. But the thing about with those 6 rings is a lot of football fans discredit the rest of the team in those games. Like you said, most of those players on them New England teams that Tom Brady won, most of those key card guys ain't even in the Hall of Fame.
Well, but this is what I say all the time, man. When we talk about, and I'm segueing the basketball for a second, but the team I love the most, that's not my favorite team, but the team that won rings and they ain't got no asterisks or anything, or this person had help, or this person had this and that on their team, San Antonio Spurs.
The most boring, successful team in the NBA.
I mean, let's be real. The Chicago Bulls boring as hell. They had some of the worst.
They had
like
so
they
many.
had
They
they had
had Phil
some
Jackson.
bums. I wouldn't say bums, but them dudes were just like Jed Bushler. Like who the hell is Jed Bushler? Don't nobody know. Didn't nobody really know Steve Kerr like that? Didn't nobody know no damn Bill Winnington? Like these guys were
Nobody knew
boring
those
as
guys.
hell.
Yes,
And
they
the
were.
same thing for Popovich. Like nobody knew his player. Who the hell is Boris Diaw? Like motherfucker don't know fucking Boris Diaw. We tried to get rid of him.
That's it.
Hey, Brian Peoples with the 199 says, don't forget the AFC East was shit too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yeah, the second place team on average who won 6 games a year.
Buffalo, every year, Buffalo and Miami, they didn't even know who the hell their quarterback was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets, like you had the Jets. You don't like they may have a good year every 3 years or whatever.
Every 3 years, and they barely make that.
Like from my lifetime of knowing football, the Jets, I have never seen them like develop a quarterback.
Don, the last time they had a quarterback worth talking about when we was coming up was the daggone 70s.
Not when I was coming up. I ain't no damn bro.
I ain't grew up in the 70s, and they had
no. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We grew up in the 80s, but I'm saying the 70s was the last time the Jets had, bruh. No, you didn't even mention
he was
their
knocking
name.
down. That man was knocking every woman alive down. What, bro?
Joe Namath.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
So the thing is, too, like I said, when it comes down to it, and that's why I look at Andy Reid as one of the greatest coaches of all time. It's like The only thing that he's done as far as his career is concerned, his team just cut down on the turnovers. He finally got a quarterback that's very careful with the ball. Like he takes a lot of chances, but his running backs don't fumble the ball. His offensive line, they don't get unnecessary penalties. Defensively, they don't get penalized. Like they get turnovers, they get the ball back, they get off the field. Special teams is fucking immaculate. That's one thing they don't say about the damn Chiefs. They special teams. Whether you like what the fuck they say or what they do, these motherfuckers are immaculate. Their special teams is the best in the NFL. It ain't even close how good their special teams is. These dudes get it. This is why Andy Reid is the way it is. That's why you don't. That's why you think Spags ain't going nowhere. Spags ain't stupid.
Well,
He ain't dumb. He know if all his guys got to do is get off the damn field and they win championship.
Spags. The thing about Spags and Reed gives Spags every player he needs.
Mm-hmm.
You go anywhere else, you get what you.
You're not gonna get that.
You're not gonna get that.
Do y'all realize that the reason why Kansas City the team is where it is, they are the most efficient when it comes to winning against other teams. Like Mike just said, y'all got to understand, special teams is one of those things where special teams can flip the field very easily. One good punt can put your guys.
We saw that.
Yeah,
we literally saw that in the AFC Championship where I think the game was close, and then they got like a punt. He punt the ball like in like the 5-yard line. It may have been against the Rams, not the Rams, but the Ravens, where he punted the ball in like in the 10-yard line, and it was a coffin kick, and I was like, wow. See, this is why you win fucking championship, and it gave the momentum to Kansas City because we knew Mr. Lamar Jackson wasn't going to drive 99 yards throwing the ball. So like it's stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is going. It's safe.
You talk about Townsend.
Yes, bro.
A good punter is the best friend to the defense.
Yeah, yeah, because you basically take all of the stress off the offense to get downfield. All they got to do is score.
Yep.
Sure it feels. That's why Cam Newton
everybody still loved the punter that we had here. What was his name? I forgot his name already.
Michael Canning.
No. Back it was like 17, 18.
17, 18. Matt Bosher. Matt Bosher.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Bosher here. And you can tell Bosher, he was having a hard time putting it longer than 40 yards. And I'm like, yeah, he ain't flipping the field anymore. We need to get rid of him. I'm like, bro, this is the problem with y'all. Y'all get so entangled with fandom of players to the point of when they're not consistently doing what they need to do, y'all don't want to hold them accountable. Y'all want to sit there and want to keep riding the coattails. At that point, if your opponent is not consistently putting the ball over 50, 60 yards a game, yeah, that's not a good sign. Because I mean, your defense, that's putting your defense in the bind that they have a short field to cover.
Yep.
And shout out to Nathan Floyd. Got a fact check here. He said, "Damn, Vinatieri retired in 2019. God damn, I thought he retired earlier than that."
He started playing in 96 and 2019 because he still played with the Colts at the time, I believe.
Damn. All right, so like I said, appreciate you on the correction there. Yeah, damn, I thought he retired. I thought he retired like about 17, 18.
But remember, Morton Anderson, he punted for over 20 years. Like most of them punters.
But the reason why I say that because the reason why I say that too because you didn't really hear his name as much.
Yeah,
around that time.
Because I think I forgot what year he left the Patriots and went to the Colts.
I think that was 07.
Yeah, you not hear his name that much if he playing for a team that's not, consistently making the playoffs every year.
Right. But let me ask the panel a question here. So, are we even having this conversation? No, let me ask a question. When they brought back the tuck rule, because let's keep it real. The legend of Tom Brady started with a rule that nobody knew existed. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or it was a rule that hadn't been implemented since the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really even talking about this without the special? Yep, brown people said it, the infamous tuck rule.
Like, what are we talking
Oh,
about? A damn tuck rule. It's football. Like, what are we talking about? Who here talking about a tuck rule?
boy, Charles Woodson still salty about that shit, boy.
As
I
he
don't
should
blame him.
be. As he should be.
he's he's salty as fuck about that rule. Today,
And I'm
Let's
like, damn,
good.
man, I know Tom and Charles, they good friends from back from Ann Arbor days, but that was some bullshit.
let's be real. And I know Mike has said this on a number of occasions. They wanted Tom Brady to be the face of the league, and anything they could do to keep him the face of the league, they did it. I have, in my
But
opinion, I have never seen as many rules made up, written up, brought up, and put.
Redacted,
Yeah.
redacted.
Oh yeah. In one man's career.
The man had something that was involved in a few scandals, like yeah.
Like
because
back in the
America,
like we used to see quarterbacks used to damn near get killed, get up and keep playing. I mean, look, if y'all ever seen Terry Bradshaw play, y'all know what I'm talking about. Terry Bradshaw used to get his block knocked off up there in Pittsburgh. Still throwing the ball. Ain't nobody said, no, you can't hit Terry. No, don't no. You get the ball out your hands or get your block knocked off. Plain and simple. We not doing no extra rules because we want you to look good for the camera. And cut that crap out.
Shoot, look what happened to Dante Culpepper. Dante Culpepper's career was cut short because they never had calls against him.
Right.
Dude used to tear his ass up, and not one flag was
does anybody remember the AFC Championship game between the Patriots and the Chiefs? Was it 2018 or 2019? The infamous roughing the passer call.
Oh yeah. No, I saw the phantom offsides call in that game because remember they said one of the Kansas City Chiefs linemen was over the line and they called offsides. I'm like, but you see the camera angle was sideways, so you really couldn't really detail if he was offsides or not.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, this wasn't even a championship game or nothing like that. The way they did Grady Jarrett against Brady, I'm just gonna leave that right there. I'm just gonna leave that right there.
Mm.
That right there, that call tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, K Styles.
Yeah. I had to clear my throat on that one because, well, like you said, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. You also have to remember as well. Baltimore Ravens. Who was that pass rush? Who was the Baltimore Ravens player that got pushed into his knee and tore his knee up that year?
That was
It wasn't Terrell Suggs. It was the one on the other side. I forgot his name.
You talking about 2007?
Mm-hmm. Where they came up with the rule the very next year that regardless of anything, you cannot touch a quarterback.
I'm looking at it right now. Hold on.
The Ravens are always known for hurting somebody.
Nah, it was Philip. Hold on.
And hell,
It was against the Kansas.
We
It
saw
was
it 2 years
Kansas
ago.
City.
And just like I said, we saw it 2 years ago where they said Grady Jarrett got the rough of the passer call because he forcibly tackled Tom
Yeah,
Brady to the ground.
right. And I'm trying to figure out by mechanics sake, how do you throw a man to the ground when basically you're rolling with him
Yeah,
on
you
the
rolling
ground?
with him, and he did an extra roll for theatrics. Tom Brady did. I'm like, bro, like you ain't had to do all that. You weren't finna escape that sack, which he
But
did by the
but
referee.
but but our quarterback played
Is it
for
Bernard
14 years.
Pollard? I think it was
Yeah, Bernard
Bernard
Pollard.
Pollard. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, but our quarterback played for 14 years with a damn knee brace. You know how many times that he hit that man's knee brace and it was bent? Let's not talk about that now. Matt Ryan had a knee brace on, people, and it was bent 3/4 of the time.
I ain't even gonna sit up there and say about. I'm not even just talking about Matt Ryan. Hell, go back to Vic. Vic was not protected at all.
No, he was never. They was allowed to body slam him, throw him all across the
Shit,
like he goddamn. Just ask
shit, motherfucker.
Baltimore just like land on him and every damn thing. Like they used to do all types of stuff to Mike Vick
Man, look,
and Cam Newton also. They just treated Cam Newton like he was the damn crash dummy.
yeah,
It's like
Nah, before Cam
Look,
Newton
I'm
was
about to say,
Steve
I'm
McNair.
about to say,
Steve
didn't
McNair.
Matt Shaw lose a piece of his ear on a hit on a late hit
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't called?
He
yeah.
got his I think his helmet ripped off or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, I mean, we all saw Matt Ryan standing in the middle of the field with a hole in his hand. Ain't nobody come out there. He'll be all right. People out
That
there,
motherfucker.
he couldn't eat the ball was slippery. Yeah, he'll be all right. Don't worry about it. He don't pass out. You just let him play.
Nah, but that Kansas City one took the cake for me, man, because Chris Jones hit him in the shoulder pad trying to strip the ball. They called a roughing the passer call.
Mm-hmm.
Said he intentionally hit him in the head, where
Guess
you
what he
saw on the
did?
replay.
Oh,
Flop.
he started laughing. Tom Brady started laughing right on the field. He started laughing. He was like, yeah,
Mhm.
he hit me.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of like you said, as much of the accolades that Tom Brady does have,
Doesn't deserve all the credit. Doesn't. The most overrated quarterback. I don't think it's even close when you talk about overrated quarterback. He's the most
can,
overrated quarterback.
like you said, can you really call him a GOAT where everything came to benefit him rules wise?
Mm-hmm. They literally changed. They everything they did for him. You couldn't touch a guy. You
Because
couldn't touch his shoulder. They said, look, hitting him in the head became a crime. Like Peyton Manning literally got neck injuries because guys was like literally, hitting him from the head up, like they would dive into his head, like his chin strap, and knock his head. Him and Ben Roethlisberger, like they would target those guys that way.
Mm-hmm.
because you noticed this past season it wasn't as many of those calls going on in the league after Tom Brady retired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I went back in time in 2001. People or things that came to the scene. Tom Brady was
Nigga,
one.
how you go through time? Okay, Michael
But
J. Fox, how the hell you go?
reading. Damn. I like
Oh,
to read. Shit. People read.
no, I'm just
But
like I want to go back in time. I'm just asking how
trust
you
me,
do
I
it.
wish
That's
I
all.
could with damn things so damn time right damn now. Shit. But just going back and looking at this article, there's Tom Brady came on the scene. The Arizona Diamondbacks won the World Series against the dynasty New York Yankees, and then you had Tweet, who thought she was gonna be the next best thing or whatever. Out of all those things, I'm looking like, just if I was sitting back in 2001, and I'm like, wow, out of these three things, you could have thought was going to be just a flash in the pan or flavor of the month. And that first Super Bowl that Tom Brady won against the Rams, I was happy because hey, a Michigan quarterback won a Super Bowl. But as time got progressed or whatever, and I'm looking like, they can't be rigging this shit up just for Tom Brady, and they were.
Yeah,
had it easy. He had it easy. Again, I don't. Even before New England, he had it easy at Michigan. Michigan had a good defense, really much to be. And then we could have won national championships with them, but we didn't. The reason why, I'm not going to get into right now anyway. So
we know why. I know
it
why.
It could take up 20 minutes of time, and I ain't at time we don't have right now.
Look, Mike. I'm about to say, look at the comment on the screen. I'm about to say, hell must have froze over.
You see that? Yeah, I'm gonna call him Noah E today. So you deserve it. You deserve Noah E today. Okay.
Everybody in the chat.
Hell has officially frozen over.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, y'all give a shout out to and ask him why he don't like sweet tea.
This man is not letting it go. He's not letting it go.
He ain't letting that shit go until he gets some damn answers.
I'm gonna buy his ass a sweet tea and hopefully he drink it.
You gotta get the right one.
Oh,
you gotta get the right one.
I'm gonna get the right one.
You got the right one, baby. Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know that. Y'all know that commercial.
I ain't even hear what the hell you said.
You did the
you got the right one, baby. You got the right one, baby.
Ray.
Yeah, you got the right one, baby. Ha ha.
Sing it, Ray.
The right one is gonna be Five Guys. Five Guys. Like we talking about fast food restaurants. Just Five Guys ain't fast food, but they got the best sweet tea. It's just right. And go to Five Guys and get you a sweet tea, man.
I didn't get the Five Guys. They sweet tea ain't brains and nothing but some eyebrows.
Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie D Sloan here, man. This one of my fam right here. Said, what's up, fellas? Kirk Cousins gonna be a passing quarterback for our team. I see him getting our receivers a lot of receptions.
That I can get behind that, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, we'll drink that tea. We'll drink that tea right there. This outside talking about I hate all kinds of tea. Whoever drinks tea is a sociopath. I hope you're joking.
That's me then. Yeah.
I guess I am then.
Yeah.
I think we're all sociopaths up here.
Mm-hmm. So breaking news just came about. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but y'all know the Lakers was trying to hire Dan Hurley. He turned them down.
Mm-hmm.
He turned down a 6-year, $700 million offer.
Ooh.
Damn.
70 million or 7? Did you say 7?
70.
70.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say 700 million.
I ain't wait a minute.
Goddamn million.
I'll sit there and act like a coach. You give me 700 million.
Hell no. We be looking like, boy, what in the hell? Look, John St. Clair said the best sweet tea made by my wife, who is Louisiana born and bred.
Hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth.
They not making sweet tea now.
Oh, them crazy bastards down there, they good with concoctions and shit. We know that shit.
Listen, the best tea is you get an old pickle jar, a big pickle jar, and you clean it out. You don't want to taste like pickles. And you get you like 4 or 5 or 6 tea bags, and let it sit
Talking
outside in the hot sun and let it brew
talking
naturally.
about sun tea. Yeah, I know about
Yes,
sun tea.
yes.
Yes,
And pour
sir.
that over some ice with some sugar, man, please.
Yeah, like I said, you know what, y'all speaking of tea, man. Goddamn, boy, I gotta get back on
Yeah, let's
my
get this.
my lemon tea. Cause I like, I got me a personal kettle. I brew me up some lemon ginger tea.
There you go.
Put about two cough drops in there, and I'm good.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I
clears
like.
up everything. It clears up every goddamn thing.
Oh, yep. It
Shoot,
do.
I give me some chamomile tea and I'm good to go, boy. It puts you straight to sleep.
I ain't trying to
Exactly.
go to sleep. I'm just trying to be good. Just depends. Depends. It depends.
Yeah, which I need to try some pineapple tea. That shit is good.
Pineapple tea. I'm enthralled and intrigued.
It's really good.
All right, hey man, like you said, hey man, we got the queue. Hey, look, folks, y'all need to start answering some questions here before we start keep on rambling about some damn tea. Y'all better start answering damn questions. Man.
Hey man, look, let me tell y'all something. I know Mike, I know y'all seen Big Sam, he got his cup and everything like that. What I'm gonna let y'all guys know that the AFN store is pretty much open. We're gonna start putting out a lot of apparel, that shirts and everything like that. Matter of fact, I got one of my own on right here. So y'all know what it is. Yes, it's not your job to understand stupid.
Mm.
And you see him pointing
Yeah,
to you being stupid.
yeah. I definitely getting that. I'm definitely getting that.
So if you guys want to start getting apparel because we don't want to get into it with YouTube and whatnot, just hit one of us up. We'll send you the link. It'll take you to the Etsy store and everything, man. We'll go ahead and get you guys your apparel out. But stay tuned because there's gonna be a lot more coming out. Cups, hats, shirts. So y'all can have our sayings on your person.
I'm kind of pissed off at Noah E. I want to cuss him out, but I can't. Shit. So I'm gonna
That's
be
why I
nice.
said hell has froze over. He actually said something that we all agree to.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that at all.
Or he ain't called us a bunch of doofuses because of what we believe
Mhm.
in. That's why I said hell has frozen over.
Hell has definitely frozen.
John here asks, why do you think people have these GOAT discussions?
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
that's
question.
easy. That's easy.
Narratives.
Go ahead.
It's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's narrows, but people love sucking cock. So
Why? 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 Mm, mm,
I was not expecting that answer.
wow. Wow.
I mean, do you got a better app? Look like everybody look. Idolatry is everything. If you don't have somebody that you can worship, like like everybody has somebody they worship. Like for me, I love Steph Curry. Anybody who knows anything about basketball, they know I'm a Steph Curry guy. Before that, I was a Scottie Pippen guy. Um, Everybody has that, so it just comes down to idolatry, man. Like people love to be able to worship. Go blue, right? Go dogs. Like it just come down to that, but some people go way over the top with it, but I think it just comes down to, especially the media. We got a bunch of damn nerds who've never been cool in their life. So they just go over like no dead ass. They've never
I
been
know
cool
that's
in their
what I'm
life. So
at.
they trying to get back at people, and the only way they can get back at people is say, hey, this is the guy that's showing me attention. Hey, Tom Brady showed me guys that he gave me an autograph. Oh, he gave me $100,000. He sent people to my website, and they
Even
never
though these
forget it.
people, even though these
And they
people
never.
married, got careers and stuff, and they still looking for validation from people. Get the hell out of here.
Yep. Still trying to make up for their high school years.
And it was a figure of speech. I don't mean literally, people. Okay, just so y'all,
I mean it
Yeah.
it's
both
just a
ways.
figure of speech.
I mean it both ways. I'm not going to be apologetic or try to be politically correct. This, Stop
People
capping.
go. People do that though.
Man,
People
I mean,
just go way over top because they look. They love who they love. Like I
mhm.
said, everybody it's fine, but sometimes some people can just go overboard with it. Y'all will know. I'll let you know. You don't need to ask me this question because you're not gonna get a straight answer from me. Look, I'm gonna be extremely biased when it comes down to stuff. Anybody knows that.
I mean,
So
and
go
that's
ahead. Go
fine.
ahead.
We are, like I said, we all got our favorite players, our favorite teams, as you should, because stuff resonates with you. But at the end of the day, you cannot lose your um. What we saying is you can't get so far to the level where you just lose common sense on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been times where if my favorite player is up,
Right.
if my favorite player ain't playing good in that game, he just ain't playing good. I got to suck that up.
But it depends
Right.
though, because some people have bias. Like I can be biased of Cracker Barrel pancakes. They got the best pancake ever, and anybody can debate them with me
I
about it.
thought he was about to say go blue. That's my bad, y'all.
No, I'm talking about Cracker
Wait.
Barrel pancakes. Y'all know how I am about Michigan. Like I'm not. I'm a real when I'm a fan. I'm a realist. I'm not gonna sit here and you hear me say in 2012 that Michigan was the best football program. That hell no. I know we was trash, but I still supported them though.
Yeah, you roll with him.
Just like
You a true fan. You roll with him, good or bad.
With food, I could be overly biased because I know I've done been in heated conversations about Cracker Barrel pancakes.
he's not lying. He's not lying either, y'all.
Right. I'm gonna let one of y'all take this question. I'll let one of y'all take this question, D Sloan, and then I got one more question for everybody. D Sloan say, what are your thoughts on Rondale Moore?
I already answered that on my latest video. On the Unleashed, so I actually answered that. So I'll let y'all answer.
I'll be honest with you.
The receiver that
He may not make this team this year.
unless he makes special teams. That's it.
But that problem is you already got too many damn special teams type of players as it is.
But
You already got.
but not Carlos Washington. What's the other running back we got? He was a corner.
No, you talking about Avery Williams?
Avery Williams, yeah. If Avery Williams get hurt or whatever, we ain't got no other choice.
But the thing is, you also had D Alford returning kicks too.
Yeah. Ray McLeod.
You got Ray McLeod as another one.
With D Alford, I don't not want him on special teams at all. Returning that, I need him to develop and being a better DB because he hasn't even reached his ceiling yet. And I think we haven't seen the best of D Alford yet.
Right. But like you said, only thing that scares me about Rondale Moore is this team, like you said, this offense doesn't run a lot of gadget plays. And everybody knows Rondale Moore to be a gadget type of player.
No, the old offense did, but Zach Robinson and his offense, they do.
Oh, they do?
Mm-hmm.
So
they run a lot. They do a lot of motion.
I know.
A hell of a lot of motion.
What I mean by a lot of gadget play, like they talk about jet sweeps and
he does a lot of that. He implemented that motion to that offense. Yeah, he implemented. That's what people don't know. He implemented that motion into McVay's offense. That's his thing.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be one of those guys where, because it's not the norm of what we are normally used to doing, that's going to be one of those things where teams that's kind of like, especially in the NFC South, that got our number as far as how we play. That's going to be one of those things where he'll be implemented in throwing them defensive coordinators off.
Whoa. I got to ask a question. What grown ass man say go Buckeyes?
You talking about D? Yeah, I saw.
Man, who the hell say go Buckeyes? Like,
trust me,
you should be ashamed of yourself. Be saying a grown ass man saying go Buckeyes.
Look,
I would rather for you to say go blue, but who the hell says go Buckeyes?
look. Trust me, I had a coworker used to be a Ohio fan. Trust me.
Man,
It's
Y'all
people
coming
out
back.
there.
man,
Y'all
It's
coming back.
people out there, man.
Go
Y'all coming.
state, go
Yeah,
state, not go Buckeyes. Like who the
y'all.
hell said that?
Yeah, talking about they coming back. Yeah, y'all coming back. Y'all coming back for another L.
Coming back for what?
An empty list conference
uh-oh.
title.
I'm gonna put a wager on that game.
You know, I don't gamble.
Nah, I damn
I
sure
ain't
ain't
talking
finna
about no
gamble.
goddamn money. I ain't talking about no money. What the hell we
Yeah,
talking about? But
grown ass man talking about some
we'll
damn
see.
go Buckeyes.
But
Go Buckeyes.
we'll
Like,
see. We'll see how it goes. Because if they talking about using Bijan Robinson as a Christian McCaffrey type player, that's going to be very interesting on the rest of the skill players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like I keep saying. This team is going to have to utilize the rotation on offense. They're going to have to. We seen it maybe one or two games last season where the rotation actually worked on offense because it kept the
Everybody got
guys
to get
fresh.
involved.
Yeah, it kept the guys fresh and it kept the defense guessing. You're going to have to, when you got a lot of players like this, you got to use a rotation. You're going to have to.
Yeah, everybody got to be involved.
Right. Well, I got one question for everybody before we leave out of here. As we talking about this GOAT conversation. I want to know everybody in this panel, like who, like it don't even matter which sport it is, or what it is, or what are a couple of who you consider GOATs in whatever sport that you may have watched.
Well, let's see. Because I used to watch a lot of sports outside of basketball and football. I had Gretzky in hockey. I had for a time there used to be Agassi in tennis.
Okay.
I had, let's see, baseball. Baseball was kind of up in the air because you know what I'm saying. At that time, really wasn't nobody. But I would say now, couple of greats. I would say a couple of guys off of the first Braves championship team. And up to now, like, you know, the past, like guys like Freddie Freeman and stuff like that. Basketball, and I would say outside of Steph right now and a couple other fellas there, and NBA kind of soft. So I ain't gonna go there.
And people in the chat, you can go ahead and answer this question too. We're not talking about the greatest of all time, but we're saying like your greatest player, like your guy.
Right. I'm gonna go next. Wrestling, everybody knows Sting. Football. I'm gonna go with Troy Polamalu. That man,
yes.
that man was just a beast. Like anywhere where the ball was, he gravitated towards it and made the tackle and made the play. Basketball. I'm a huge Tim Duncan fan. I consider him as a GOAT. Baseball. I'm gonna go with my boy Chipper Jones. And just overall the GOAT, Popeyes, the Louisiana fried chicken. That's golden. And that's it.
I was not expecting that last one. But I wasn't expecting it, but I kind of expected it at the same time.
Hey.
Well, I'll go next. Basketball for me, it's a toss up, but I gotta go Shaquille O'Neal for me. Football, The residential crackhead, Lawrence Taylor.
Legendary.
No, he didn't smoke crack. He smoked cocaine.
No,
He did cocaine.
same difference, motherfucker. I know he wasn't all the way there. That's all I got. That's all I need.
See, if he smoked crack, it would have been a whole nother. It wouldn't have been nobody on that damn. It would have been completely different. Nobody be alive if he was smoking crack.
No culture with nobody.
Lawrence Taylor he changed the game for 3 different damn positions on the football field. So yeah. Baseball is gonna be Ken Griffey Jr. Damn. And soccer for me, my GOAT. I say Roberto Carlos.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, let's see what we got here. What you got, Mike? We're looking at some of these answers here. Roger Federer, Tiger Woods, Sidney Crosby, Derek Jeter, T-Mac, Peyton Manning.
You could have kept that bullshit ass Derek Jeter shit. You can go to hell with that.
Why?
Fuck
Why?
Jeter. That overrated son bitch. Like that motherfucker.
You cost us 2 damn World Series.
That motherfucker so overrated. I feel like he good, but that motherfucker over. Y'all act like he's fucking Jesus in a damn jersey. Like what the hell he do? How hit fucking 2,000 fucking singles? Like shit, I can do that shit.
Y'all know why? Yeah. Look. They know why he became popular because of whom?
Am I wrong? And why am I wrong with Derek Jeter? How many goddamn singles you saw him hit every damn? That motherfucker was 3 for 3, and all 3 of them were fucking singles to the right side of the damn field.
Of course. But look, who was he on there with?
Somebody tell me when I'm lying. Tell me when I'm lying.
Nah, you're not.
Some bitch.
Michael Walker. Michael Walker. Oh yeah, we could be friends.
We know I'm wrong. We know Ronaldo. Look, we know that. We know Ronaldo. Like that. Only motherfucker that we got. You know you're a bad motherfucker when you got one name. Okay, that's all.
So look. Then you can't leave out Pele. Don't leave out Pele.
Again.
Don't leave out Pele.
You got Rivaldo.
You know the thing about Pele? Y'all know what Pele means?
What does it mean?
Ugly.
Well, I mean, the man did start out playing with no shoes on.
Yeah,
Pele started playing soccer with no shoes on.
Pele means ugly. But that's like they used to call him ugly, and he just went with it. That's the story that he told. It's like Pele. I was like, damn, you actually. I guess shit. You a bad motherfucker like that. It don't matter if you ugly.
Listen, any grown man with a face that'll scare you in broad daylight and had legs the size of tiptoe and could kick a ball. He could literally float in the air kicking a ball. That's a bad man.
So mine, I'm gonna just reference. I don't think it's even.
See, Jay.
Too long for me.
See, Jay. Yeah, see, y'all keep going down this rabbit hole. You talking about Thierry? Bro, look. I'm gonna let everybody know who are soccer fans here. One of my guilty pleasures is going back and looking at that '98 World Cup.
Heard about that.
That was the new generation golden age of soccer around that time. But go ahead, Mike. My bad. Yeah, he just said Thierry on. I was like, yeah. That's all I need to know. Go ahead, Mike.
I have 2, to be honest, for wrestling, and my GOAT for wrestling is obviously Taker.
Maven.
All right, we end the fucking show. We ending the fucking show.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah,
I'm listening.
it's Taker and it's Mr. Chris Benoit. Benoit is my goat. I don't think is a greatest. I mean, for me, everybody say he's Ricky Steamboat, but the greatest technical wrestler, in my opinion, is Benoit. Benoit could go with any fucking body. A lot like you see him. Benoit didn't have any trouble wrestling with anybody. He could wrestle any fucking style, whether it's power, quickness. Like Benoit was every fucking thing. So Benoit is one of mine, man. Baseball, it's just one for me in baseball. And it probably ain't gonna be, nothing nobody would think. But my golden baseball is actually Greg Maddux, man. Greg Maddux was just a fucking like scientist out there on the So Greg Maddux in baseball, basketball. I just gotta go. I gotta be. I just gotta do it. I just never seen anybody with that much confidence as a player. It's like there's nothing you could do to get this dude out off his square, and that's Jordan. Like I've seen a lot of players play, but like I've never seen anybody able to get Jordan off his square. Never. Like he just knew. You just knew it was over. Who the fuck plays basketball way sick? Like I don't want to even stand up.
Man, that motherfucker was hungover. He wasn't sick. That nigga was hungover,
What the
which makes it even
nigga?
worse.
Hold on. Do that fucking matter? Do you want to do
Did
anything
you
when
just
you
did you
again?
just hear what I just said at
I
the
heard
end?
what
I
you
said,
said. But I hell, that's still the shit. That's still like I ain't trying to do shit when I'm hungover. The hell with that? Like, no, I'm not. It don't even fucking matter. But
I mean, I did say one of my goals was doing cocaine, so that didn't make it no better. But
doing cocaine? When the hell you ever did cocaine?
no, I
He's
was
talking
talking
about
about
LT. Talking about
LT.
Lawrence Taylor.
I'm about to say, like, what the hell? You said one of your goats doing cocaine. I thought you
No,
said you were doing cocaine.
I said one of my ghosts was doing cocaine, so it ain't. I said that didn't make it no better.
It came out. That's how I interpreted it. Okay, I was like, your goat doing cocaine. I was like, okay, all right. But baseball, I think that easy. But football, it's too many for me. That's to say football. It's too. But if I was forced, man, it got to be Peyton.
Okay, and the only reason why I said Maven too because they just advertised the latest interview between the Undertaker and Maven or the Undertaker podcast, so that's why I said Maven. But that
Yeah,
Greg
Taker
Maddox
almost
too.
tried to kill him. Taker almost tried to kill that man.
Hey, look, that Greg Maddox two-seam fastball was something serious, boy. That two-seamer was serious.
That man was part of one of the deadliest pitcher trios in MLB history, bro. Him, Smoltz, and Glavine. Good gosh.
And the thing about it was Glavine was the one. Glavine was the one striking motherfuckers out.
Bruh.
Greg Madden just got you out. Like
Glavine, you know what? Glavine did that, and he used to laugh at people. He used to be okay. I'm about to just make this dude look like a fool, and did it. And he did it with no effort.
And then just think about that. Greg Maddox was he was the ground ball king. You had Tom Glavine, who was the strikeout king. And you had John Smoltz, who was just gassing. Yeah.
They had the best of all worlds in pitching.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fucking Yankees. Fuck the motherfuckers.
I mean, yeah, we ain't gonna go there. I was about to say something. We ain't gonna go there.
Motherfucker, they had their goddamn pitchers, the whole damn team. It worth fucking $400 million on the goddamn field. You should be able to damn.
Look, what happened when we won the World Series? The next 2 years, everybody was going to New York. They had David Justice. You had a third of the Braves team up there in New York.
Yeah, right.
David,
And
Gary
the Braves and
Sheffield
the
up there.
damn the Braves and the fucking Red Sox up there talking about y'all great, motherfucker. Y'all great at stealing, fucking thieving ass motherfucker. That little bit ass porch. That shit look like a goddamn a recreation goddamn park talking about fucking baseball field. I hate
Oh, you
everything
talking
about
about with the
that.
green? You talking about the Green Monster?
No, I'm talking about that bullshit in New York. That fucking right ass porch. That shit like 300 fucking yards. Talking about some damn home Babe Ruth, a home run king. Cause that motherfucker home run king, he hitting that bitch to damn 280 feet.
Hey. Until it got to Hank Aaron, when he really was hitting that shit far.
Right. But I think Fairway Park overrated as fuck, especially if you're a left-hander. Do you see how small that damn fence is in the right field?
Again. That's
Only thing
don't
good
start
at
talking.
Fenway. Only thing good at Fenway is a food. That's it.
It had to be good because you had to sit there so many hours and watch them try
And
to hit.
fucking freeze the damn shit. Who the fuck want to sit there and shit? You
Them
God
hot
damn.
dogs better be
God damn.
good because that's gonna be
God
a
damn,
short game.
you got the right field fence about 3 feet from the ground and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
it's fucking freezing up there. How the hell you like? You better
You got
goddamn get motherfucker
you
drunk
you got
and home.
you got look. Think about it. The Green Monster in Fairway is damn near about 100 feet off the ground. That's left field. Am I correct?
Mm.
Center field is
Man.
about 450 feet, and then left field is like 396 feet, where the wall is 3 feet off the ground. Tell me, how does that make sense?
Again, hold up, K-Style. It's not your job to understand stupid.
And Bujo, we go. You see where he just put it there, right?
Hold on.
That man said,
Who the fuck is Roxy?
and he talking about Roxy Reynolds.
Oh, okay. You know what? That is the Originators After Dark 1099. He's talking about the GG series. We all know what GG means.
No,
No, but that ain't
I
Jan to go.
ain't
That shit.
say it. I didn't say it. I just said y'all know what that means.
Look, ain't nobody better than that damn that Jasmine Cashmere. So you can go to hell with that goddamn Roxy Reynolds shit. That motherfucker can swallow a goddamn beluga whale for that.
Nope. And on that note, we
Tune
appreciate
into the
everybody
prayer
tuning
channel. Tune into the prayer channel, and they'll get all of this out of your system.
We're going to have a residential Bible studied after the show.
Right.
We
Here's the
hardstyle
question.
y'all. Forgive us.
John said he got a question. You saw that?
Okay, wait, Johnson. He said, "Here's a question: in a city that is us obviously sports minded as Atlanta, why isn't more made about Hank Aaron?"
Because of three.
No, it's one reason. He's a nigga, okay? And crackers and damn and white folks in Georgia, it's a red state, okay? Red. That's why they love the Georgia Bulldogs. They keep that red.
Well, all right, and you got honorable mention. He broke their GOAT's record.
They again, it's because of white people in Georgia. They never got behind him. They never truly got behind him, and they still really don't to this day. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I think everybody appreciate what he's done. Like I don't think more. I don't. If y'all knew how Chipper Jones really admired that man, like Chipper Jones really
Hmm.
admired the hell out of Hank Aaron, and I think a lot of people do on serious note. But it just come to people that's in charge, and a lot of those people in charge really did not like the fact that not only one thing I'll say about Babe Ruth, he wasn't one of those guys that held black people. That if you actually did your homework on Babe Ruth, he was one of the few quote unquote Caucasian people, white people out there that was really that stood behind a lot of black athletes. In fact, a lot of people don't know. Dunn, I think you probably know this. I think Kale probably know this, but he actually played in a few games in the Negro leagues.
Yeah, he did. Hmm.
And
So he
speaking of the
got behind.
Negro Leagues, speaking of the
Hmm.
Negro Leagues, as we've heard the news that they are now officially adding their stats to Major League Baseball.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
So the
that's why
new,
we going now.
so the new hit king in baseball history is now Josh Gibson.
Hmm. Josh Gibson, he's the guy. So
So
that's like I said, that's the honest truth about why people don't get behind Hank Aaron is it's a lot of people that don't look like me that don't really truly support him, and they'll never
Yeah.
truly support him. That's
Yeah.
why they got so strongly behind Mark McGuire because they look like them.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, they could not stand him being Mr. 715. They couldn't do it. They looked at that game as he was not supposed to hit that pinnacle. And especially I'm gonna be honest with you. It was bad, but it was worse in New York. Oh, they couldn't stand. Yeah. New Yorkers could not, them New Yorkers back in the day could not stand Hank Aaron for breaking their Bambino's record. I'm telling you,
Hmm. Yeah,
they couldn't stand that.
a lot of
Lord,
that come
Lord,
that.
you're right. And then you got Juice Head break the record afterwards. It just made it even worse.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They
Hmm.
still on him. They still on him.
But we're gonna go ahead and get up on out of here, man. We definitely appreciate everybody coming in on the Originators Monday.
Hmm.
Remember, Originators Monday, 6:05 p.m.
Six, six,
Um,
six.
6 to 6:05 p.m. Depending on if I wake the hell up. But like you said, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Like you said, we got a good lineup coming for you this week. Like I said, make sure you leave your questions. Make sure you leave some suggestions on what you would like to see more from the shows, as well
Hmm.
as, like I said, make sure you check with Mad Mike Sports and Miss Maggie T for the Red and Black event, which is coming up in 1 month's time.
Mhm.
For
Hmm.
more information on that, like I said, hit Miss Maggie T up on Facebook, Instagram, Mad Mike as well. Hey, other boy, Six Man K Styles. We got Mad Mike Sports and we got the therapist ATL signing off. And as we always say here, we ain't here to stay. We ain't here to play.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, did it.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get the hell out of here.
We probably gonna have that conversation one of these days, but that's gonna be on the Red Cup conference. God damn it, we not doing that over here. Not that goat conversation.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Not we
Oh, the
may
one.
have that. Yeah. You may do that. We gotta figure out what day.
Okay.
Well,
You
I
know
don't
what?
think they ready for that one.
whew,
Nope.
Deuces.
change the way y'all feel
Deuces.
about a lot of
Peace.
us.
Yeah, exactly. Lord, Lord.